So, Paul, the first question that I would have for you today is the difficulty of doing professional exams like CIMA and working full time, and how to marry them, and how to kind of structure your week. Would you have any advice about how a student can kind of time manage, not just an exam, but time manage their waking hours to try and study effectively?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. I think there's a couple of points, Alan. I think the first thing, the obvious thing, is organization. Yeah, simple organization to plan. I think one of the biggest things, and you'll know this, Alan, from the various qualifications that you've done, I think the biggest thing when you set off on a journey of doing a professional exam is not ending up going crazy halfway through because you don't have a life, you're having to study too much, work is very hard, you've got personal stuff going on, your mum's ill or whatever. So I think that balance, yeah, is quite tough to get right. And the first thing that you need to do is to get organized. In other words, plan your week, plan your month, and also be cute, I think, about the exams that you take and the order that you take them in. You know, a simple example, although this isn't the related purely to the question that you've asked, we know within CIMA that the E stream is easier than the other streams, Alan, don't we? Yeah, we know just by looking at the pass rates. We also know, in my opinion, although every student is different, that broadly speaking, the P stream is probably just a touch more difficult than the F stream, particularly as you go up the level. Yeah. Now, some students may reverse that trend. So I think you have to be clever. You have to be organised. But I think the most important point, just to keep my answer as brief as possible, Evan, I think the most important point is this: is for everyone doing CIMA professional exams, or indeed any professional exams, is to recognise that part of the test over the next year or two or whatever it is the fact that CIMA know that it is difficult. CIMA know that it is difficult to balance work, personal life, studies. And, you know, it's only the fittest, Alan, survive. So if you're having a bad week or indeed a bad month, remember that hanging on, yeah, and gritting your teeth is actually part of it. Don't think, do you know what? I feel absolutely terrible this week or this month. I can't be bothered with anything. This is normal. And I can tell you, and Alan, you know this from the number of students that you've taught, there's thousands of students that have gone behind you that have had nightmares, nightmare weeks, nightmare days, nightmare months, all over the place. But they gritted their teeth and kept putting one foot in front of the other. So to keep it brief, Alan, that's how I would respond to that. Organisation, gritting your teeth, and obviously a belief in yourself, you know, belief that you can do it. That's important too.